Good morning, Grace Point Church. This is Pastor Stephen, and I would like to welcome all of us to today's scripture reading from 1 Timothy chapter 4, from 12 to 13. And before I read, I would like to ask us a question that do you remember a day when somebody looked down on you because of your age, or social status, or your education? So I would like to say that Paul is encouraging Timothy because of false teaching which was in Ephesus. So, and I'm going to read the scripture. Verses 12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. Until I come, devote yourself to the public reading of Scripture, to preaching, and to teaching. So Paul is encouraging Timothy because there were some people who were trying to look down on him because of his age. And I believe even as Christians today, there are some people who look down upon us so that we get discouraged in our faith. But Paul here today is encouraging Timothy that to not let anyone look down on you because of your age. Sometimes we may be discouraged in one way or another, my dear brother and sister. But this scripture is encouraging us to be strong by setting an example in our speech, in our life, love, faith, and purity. These are the qualities which God values most in the life of a believer. And the Bible is, Paul is telling Timothy what to focus, what to devote himself. And I would like also, this verse actually challenges us as believers that what do we focus most? What do we devote ourselves as believers? Paul is telling Timothy to devote himself in public reading of the scripture, preaching and teaching. My dear brother and sister, I would like to say today that most Christians, most believers have become prey of false teachers. They have been swayed away because they don't focus on the scripture reading. They don't focus on the preaching and the teaching of the gospel. And that is why they become prone of false teachers and the false doctrines which is not in line with the Bible. But Paul is encouraging us today through the teaching of the Timothy that we need to be an example. We need to focus on scripture reading, preaching, and teaching. So I would like to say also today that in order for us to grow as Christians, Christ is calling us to be an example and to not let anyone look down on us because of our status. Instead, he's encouraging us to focus on the scripture reading, preaching, teaching, so that we can overcome false teachers in our community, in our churches, in our nations, because false teachers are all over. Unless we have the courage, we should not be discouraged. Even if someone looks down upon us, we need always to focus on the scripture reading, preaching, and teaching. And God will equip us. We are going to grow in our faith and stand firm in our salvation. May God bless us as we continue setting an example and focusing on our calling. God bless us.